I have a daughter that's in college now, okay? And I have to tell you guys, one of the things I enjoy the most is talking to her about problems that we're facing in the world. One of the things that has bugged me the most this past 6 months is TikTok Shop. And I'm not saying it in a negative way, but just coming from a point of being a person that was in sales and understands sales, maybe not, fully the marketing aspects, even though marketing is a part of sales. I understand sales and I understand public relations and branding and how branding impacts whatever you're selling to the public. And here's one of the things me and her, we were having a conversation about. We had a conversation about the planet, number one, sustainability, which is so important and people don't seem to care. And how we know this is you have brands that are huge brands like Skims and Shein and companies that don't really give a shit about the planet, but they pretend to. And how we even got on this conversation was quite interesting. One of the things we talked about was clothing on a whole. I said, I can't find good clothing anymore. Everything is made with this cheap plastic. Your clothes, whether or not you're paying $10 for it or $100 or $1,000 for it, it wouldn't matter. These products are made so cheaply that the material, when you turn that tag inside out, sometimes it's materials that they won't even tell you, just say other materials, which is a red flag for this is not anything. This is just garbage. We're selling you garbage. And I think people are going to get away from this. I think people are going to get sick and tired of it. They're going to get tired of having things that lose its shape, like clothing that loses its shape over time, fashion that just breaks down. I'm wearing the same dress over and over in the hopes to prove that it's hard to find clothes that I really genuinely like. I'd rather wear the same thing that I know is comfortable and the fabric is good than wear something that I know is made of a cheap synthetic plastic. And these are materials like polyester. Nylon is probably by far one of my least favorite fabrics you could ever wear. It's just so disgusting. And there's stuff now that I can't even pronounce that they're selling us that is in every product you buy. I bought some bags on Amazon that I wanted just to store like my comforters and blankets and things like that. All of it was made of materials that I couldn't pronounce. I couldn't find any real material in it, and it smelled so horrific. I had to put it outside of my house after I opened the package. And I was thinking to myself, how can anyone in their right mind sell something like this to people and think they're going to buy it? And it dawned on me, we do buy it. We buy it because there's not any other options for us within our price point. If I wanted those same bags, perhaps from, expensive store, I would pay maybe 6 or 7 times the price and probably still end up with something that has some of the same materials in it. Maybe not as bad and not sprayed with chemicals, but you get where I'm going with this. So we're at a point where we were discussing the planet and talking about what's going to happen to the planet. And she said, we don't need to worry about the planet. Planet's going to be here. It's going to do what it's going to do. It's just going to become uninhabitable for us to live on. We're going to have a problem living here. We're going to make it uninhabitable for ourselves. The planet's going to just regenerate and do what it's supposed to do and come back just as it always has. I don't doubt, she said, for any doubt in my mind that there hasn't been civilizations that has died off before us and now the planet just came back, bounced back, and now life starts all over again. And I feel this way when I look at what we're doing in just such a short amount of time. I said, what countries do you think, I was asking her, what countries do you think are doing a really good job at sustainability and just keeping the planet? She said, really, it's none of the major, any of the G5, none of the top countries, the first world countries are doing this. Now, you have poorer countries, third world nations, that they don't have the option of contaminating the earth because they're just doing the basic survival stuff, like trying to find clean water. They're not buying fast fashion from Shein or contaminating the planet or taking private jets, as in Taylor Swift and all your beautiful celebrities that say they love the earth, but they do completely the opposite of what they say, right? So they're not doing it. We're in a throwaway society. The United States, as well as many other countries, which she's been to many times. She just came back from Japan last month, and I was jokingly telling her, I know you love Japan. It's your favorite place to go to, but they're horrible when it comes to plastic. Horrible. Everything is wrapped in plastic. It's like they're obsessed with plastic, right? And she said, yeah, I actually agree they are. But they also don't have a lot of carbon, and they reduce their, their contamination of the planet in other ways. So there's certain things every country does, right, give or take, that is damaging to the planet. And then they have their pluses that they really do a really good job in not contaminating the planet. So it just depends. But overall, the majority of the people that are on this planet, I think, do believe in the concept of clean house, clean your house, keep your house clean. You're living in a good environment. Everyone's happy. I don't really know anyone that would want to live in a home that is disgusting, dilapidated, trashed. Sure, some people live like that because they have mental illness. But for the majority of us, I think many of us understand clean house, better environment for everyone, right? I think that's how we should look at our planet. I think everyone should do their part, no matter how small. I want to express this in this video because TikTok and other websites like Amazon and Instagram and all these channels are promoting things like crazy. We are being bombarded with advertisement. Every other video on any of these apps is somebody's trying to sell you something to the point where it feels disgusting. It's hard to be on a platform where you see a video about a child dying in Palestine, and then the next video is buy this watch or buy this makeup or buy this thing. When are we going to realize the overconsumption, the need, the desire to have a new piece of clothes every day or to have this or that does not make you better. It does not make you a better person. It doesn't change anything about you. Sure, you might look good on the outside, but if you lived as long as I have, right, to have a college student, you'd understand that you don't really need as much to be happy. Less is more. Being around people that bring value to your life and spending time with loved ones and traveling like I do with my daughter, and she loves to do. That's her favorite thing to do. That's more important and valuable than anything in the world and the piece of clothing that you have on, right? And some would even argue good food, right? Like going out to a really good place and getting a really good meal. To me, that's like way more important to me than having, the brand new thing or the thing that's in style. I think we should just learn in life to be comfortable with what we have, to feel at ease with what we have. Be happy with what you have. Be happy that maybe you don't need false nails. Be happy that maybe, you wear the same shirt or clothing 2, 3, 4 times and you're content with it. You're happy with it. It keeps you warm. I suggest people go and read that book by Marie Kondo. I believe it's called The Magic of Tidying Up. If you can't read it, go buying the book, try and look it up on YouTube. Sometimes they offer the book, like somebody does a read, or you can find it somewhere where they offer a free read, right? TikTok has a habit of doing that too. They read the books to you on that app. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say in this video, is that we're talking about sustainability, talking about saving the planet, talking about less is more, talking about the advertising. It's excessive. It's excessive. Even for me, being someone that actually did sales for a living, it's excessive. No one wants to be sold to, and it's why most people won't even click on links. They rather just go and figure it out themselves than click on your link, because they don't want to give you the satisfaction of being paid for supporting or saying you like a brand. But try to understand, people like me, I will only recommend things that I love, that I've paid for, and that I myself have bought with my own cash. Anyways, With that, have a great day and remember to think for yourself.